Hi folks, this is Siggi. Nice to see you again. Nice to have you here with me today with the Hesitation Blues. I'd like you to listen to Fretkillr's version. Fretkillr, very famous, great guitarist and superb singer here on YouTube. And watch his versions, and here is my version that is a little bit less complicated, and I give you the chords first. We start with the A minor chord, then change to the E major chord with a 7 in it, and we change 4 times from A minor to E major, and then we play an F major chord. I prefer to play the F major chord, not like this, because I'm not a fan of barré chords. I move my thumb onto the first fret of the deep E string and put my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the D, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G, first finger on the 1st fret of the B string, and you can even strum that. You don't need to let the A string ring, and the open E string must be muted. And then we have the F minor chord, which I play like this. Ring finger onto the 3rd fret of the D string, and first finger bars the G and the B string in the 1st fret. Like this. So this is the F minor chord, and then let me see, we go to the C major chord and have 2 chords which move from this fret to that. Well, it is in my opinion, well, it is G sharp 7/9, I think, and look here, first finger onto the 3rd fret of the A string, middle finger onto the 3rd fret of the G string, ring finger onto the 4th fret of the D string, and the pinky onto the 4th fret of the B string. Don't let the E strings ring, and I move from, let's say this is the 3rd fret, to the 2nd, 1 fret to the left, and then I play an A7 major chord. From there I go to a D7 chord. This is the C major chord. Put your little finger onto the 3rd fret of the G string, and you have a C7 chord. And now move into the 3rd fret with your 1st finger, and the last one is the G major chord, G major. And you play a fill like. Well, let us start with the progression again, and then I show you how the right hand works. A minor, E major 7, A minor. Now F major, F minor, C, A7, D7, and G major once again. I played with my finger here. I'll show you in a moment what I do with the right hand. But you can, if you don't like to play fingerstyle, you can play the chords like this. Made a mistake, sorry. once again, A and E, A minor and E major, A. Now, the mistake that I made was that I didn't play the F double as long. 4 beats, minor, 2 beats for the C major, 1 for each of these here, 1 bar, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have the D, 7. Okay, when you take a look at Fretkillr, you see that he's playing his right hand without a thumb pick, because he is able to mute the bass strings with his palm. Plays it like this. That I have trouble doing that. It's difficult for me, so I prefer, because I've learned it, to play with a thumb pick. And well, why do I have problems with that, playing it without a thumb pick? Is because I played a lot of classical stuff and things like that, or and so on. And there you have a different position of the right hand, and for me it's, well, I got used to my thumb pick, and that I've learned to use while studying Tommy Emmanuel's playing. And so you can use this, and through the whole piece the bass goes like this. A string, D, E, and D. Learn this, and then learn. I try to play it as simple as possible. So with the fingers of the right hand you can play. It's not easy for me to. I always use one of my fingers to play with. I show you what I do. I play the A string when I start with the A minor chord, and the G string the same time, and then with my middle finger the B string, and A string, G string go together, and D and B string as well. And then I play the E major 7 here, play the E, the deep E, together with a B, and then I add the E string with my middle finger, and there is no bass note with it. Very slowly, listen. And after I've played the open E string, then we have one more bass note. Is handled the same way.